guys, this is Christy Fulk with Create with Christy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US. I can't believe it, but it's time for the holiday catalog already. It's actually not called holiday catalog anymore because it does cover more than just the holidays. So they've now named it the August to December mini catalog. But there's nothing mini about it. Look at this. It's a nice big catalog. It's got over 80 pages in it. So it's got tons of different things. So you can just tell me, put like me so you can see the cover a little better. But look at all of the neat projects there. And that's just a sampling. So I'm going to be showing you a fall project. And because there's so many things, I wasn't able to get that many Christmas things. Actually, maybe only a couple. Most of them are fall and Halloween because I knew I was going to need those the quickest. So I've got a fall card for you, but it can easily be changed out for a summer card. Just make the leaf green. Here it is. This is the Love of Leaves bundle. Isn't that pretty? I love this leaf right here. And it's got a neat die. I'm going to show you how to do that here in a minute, to put stitching veins in the leaves. So it's a lot of fun to make. Now, one thing I want to make sure you know about are the bonus days that are going on right now. If you're new to Stampin' Up!, you probably don't know what these are. Bonus days, you earn coupons during the month of July. You have until August 3rd to earn coupons. For every $50 before shipping and tax that you put on an order, you will earn a $5 coupon. And then you'll be able to redeem those coupons between August 4th and August 31st. And yes, that means you can use those coupons to get some of the new stuff in the new mini catalog. And everybody could use at least $5 off. So make sure you place your order today. And I've got a link below in my video description to my online store. Okay, you ready to start making this card? I know I am. So if you have any questions while you're watching the video, please don't hesitate to ask me. Just comment below and I'll get back with you as soon as possible and reply to your comment and answer your question. So I hope you enjoy today's card. Okay, the first thing I want to show you is the bundle I'm using. Here's the stamp set, Love of Leaves. And then here is the die set that goes along with it called Stitched Leaves dies. I love these dies. I'm going to show you some of the tricks with them. There's an outline for stitching, and then there's stitching for the inside of the leaf too. And that's actually, these are the two dies I'll be using. But isn't this, I just love this set. I love that, I don't know if you can tell in the picture, but it's kind of, I don't know if they call it distinctive, but it's a lot like that. It's got nice shading in it. It's just a really pretty set. Okay, and I'm also going to be using the Hippo and Friends dies. This is from the annual catalog, and the die I'm going to be using is this one right here. And I'm going to use a couple embossing folders. These are called Wrapped in Texture, and they actually come from a Christmas suite, and I can't remember the name of it top of my head, but it's a really cute set. But I want to show you how you can use this for anything, because I'll be using it for the fall card. Oh, I'm also going to be using some ribbon. This is from the Gilded Autumn suite, and this is some copper trim and some Basketweave, and it's mint macaron. So these come together as a combo. Aren't those pretty together? And I'm actually using both of these in this card. Okay, now we're ready to make the card. So we need a piece of mint macaron. This is 8.5 by 5.5. I'm going to fold it in half here, and there's my card base. Now I'm going to grab a piece of crumb cake that's 4 by 5.25. Grab my die cutting machine. And I'm going to take this weave right here. I am going to be using both of these. And I decided I just wanted, because it is a smaller one, but I'm going to go ahead and just do half of the cardstock. So kind of eyeball it and get it to the halfway point. Doesn't have to be perfect, just close. That way it's still going to fit in my die cutting machine. Then I need to grab my cutting pad, run it through, and that's going to give us a pretty weave. I like that a lot. Okay, now we'll go ahead and get this out of the way for right now. We'll be bringing it back in here in a minute. And I'm going to take a piece of this beautiful Gilded Autumn paper. Now, if you want to see all the pages, the designs in this beautiful paper, you can watch my unboxing video that I did yesterday, and I'll put a link to it up above in the top right corner, and it'll also be in the video description below if you don't see it. So this is a piece that is 1.5 by 5.25, and I'm going to grab my Banner Triple Punch. I use this punch a lot. And the guides, it's 1 inch, 1.5, and 2 inches. So this one's going to go in the middle one. I'm putting it in as far as it'll go. And that gives me a perfect banner right there. So let's go ahead and grab the crumb cake piece. And I'm going to attach that across the middle of the card. I think I'm gonna make sure I've got a fly in here. Go away. And put this near the in the middle, like so. And I want to show you something cool I just found out about this seal. Once you put that down, see, it does kind of look like I got a little cockeyed. I can pull this back up again with no problem and straighten it back up again. So it makes it so you can take it off and put it back on again for about, like Upline said, she had it on for 10 minutes and was still able to. But then probably like a half an hour later, so it becomes permanent. So you don't have to worry about it falling off later. But I love that. I don't know how many of you, I know I do it all the time. I put something on there and it gets cockeyed on me. So another reason I love this new Stampin' Seal. Okay, so we've got that on there. Now I'm gonna grab a piece of the mint macaron, that basket weave one. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love that weave. I'm going to put some seal here on the end of on each end. I'm going to wrap it here near the bottom, about like that. I want to have a little bit of the banner showing underneath it. Try to make that straight. Oops, there, get back here. Okay, that looks pretty good. So we've got that ready to go. Let's go ahead and put that on the card base. Always make sure I get that ribbon on there first. But the nice thing with the seal now, that's another good plus, because I'm sure you've done this. I know I've done it. If you put it on and you forget your ribbon, you're going to be able to pick it back up again and fix it. Okay, so we're going to put this on the card base like so. Okay, that's ready. Now we're going to do a little more embossing and then some die cutting. So let's go ahead. First off, let's go ahead and do some stamping. This is a piece of Very Vanilla. That's going to be the inside of my card. But I'm going to show you a little trick here. So this is a 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to grab my Stampin' Pierce mat here. And I'm going to stamp this beautiful leaf down here in the bottom with my Cajun Craze ink pad. I love the colors in this paper too. See if I can remember. It's Mint Macaron, Early Espresso, Cajun Craze, and Very Vanilla. I think that's it. I'm not positive of that. There might be another color. But I'm going to put that here at an angle, like so. Hold it down for a few seconds. Okay. And then let's go ahead and grab another piece of Very Vanilla. This is a 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. And grab my Early Espresso ink pad. And I'm going to stamp it, not upside down, there we go, and put it here near the right, kind of centering it. It's okay, we're going to be die cutting it, just as long as it's over to the right side. Okay, now we're going to get that die cutting machine out, and that's all the stamping we're going to do, so get those closed up. Bring this back in, and since I've still got it set up for embossing, let's go ahead and get that done quick. I'm going to grab a piece. This is our new brushed metallic cardstock. It comes in 12 by 12 sheets. This one's copper, and I don't know if you can see in the light with this video, but there's like a grain to it that gives you that brushed look. It's not like our brushed metallic cardstock we had years ago. This is almost like a foil, but it's a little more of a matte because it's been brushed. So it's pretty cool. It's got copper, bronze, and gold. So you get 2 sheets of each with it. But this piece is 4 by 1, and I wanted to emboss it. So I'm going to take the other folder that's in the wrapped in texture. And you want to make sure we have the Stampin' Up emblem on top, and then put with the foil side up, because the other side is just white. So that way it'll be, and if you want it debossed, then you would go the other way. But to have it embossed, you want to go this way. Bring this back in. Put it through. And we've got some neat little dots in my brushed copper. Isn't that cute? I love that. Okay, put that over to the side. Get set up for die cutting here. Put this here. I'm going to grab this one, and I'm going to grab this die here, and I want to make sure that this is over on my right side as far as it can go, and just get it straightened up That looks pretty good. Let me move that up just a little bit. It would also help if I put the cutting pad down. I didn't realize I didn't put that on there. There we go. Glad I caught that. Okay, get this straight again. Put it through. And that's ready to go. Now this die from the Hippo and Friends dies, it makes the window stitched and the die cut stitched. Now this is going to be a little different with the leaf. So let's go ahead and get this ready. I'm going to bring this in. Actually, probably better put it in this way. I'm going to take the outline. Now this one, it only does stitching for the window. It's not going to put stitches in the leaf, which is actually a good thing. So I'm going to do this. Make sure I have all those lined up, and you can make sure you have that stem in that little hole right there. So get that all lined up. Then I'm going to take this one that's going to put these veins in for me. And it's nice having the magnetic platform here because I can get it centered just right. That looks pretty good. Put my cutting pad on top. I can't wait till we get our new die cutting machine because it's going to have a magnetic platform that's just a full magnet. It's not a bunch of little ones, so we're not going to have the dies jumping around like we do now. Okay, so we've got that. Now we've got an opening here. I'm going to show you something we're going to do, and see the stitching around that? That just makes that opening really cool. And hopefully you can see this. I'll kind of move it around, but there is stitching veins inside that leaf. It's really neat in person. So what we're going to do with this, let me move this out of the way for just a second. We are going to go ahead and attach this to the inside of the card. So let me grab my seal here. Don't want to put my die cutting machine away just yet, and I want to make sure that I put some adhesive right here in these corners of the leaf because I don't want those popping up on me in the card. I want them to stay down. Okay, now we'll put this inside the card. And we've got a neat little window there, but I thought, okay, it needs more than that. I don't want it to just have that opening. It looks kind of plain. So what I decided, and I liked how it turned out, I'm going to take this again, the one with the stitches, center that within my window, like so. You could also stamp the leaf inside if you wanted to do that too, but this was the look I was going for. Keep your card open, of course. Run it through. And now I have stitching inside my leaf. So that's the inside of my card. Isn't that cool? I really like that. Okay, and you do want to do that before you start putting the leaf and everything on. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. Bring the card in. We're actually almost done. We'll grab my brushed copper paper. It's actually the metallic paper. And I want to make sure I've got some good adhesive, especially where it's going to go on this ribbon. I like how thick that ribbon is, but for this card I want it to be a little narrower. So I'm going to cover up the ribbon just a little bit. There we go. And that just gives a nice little accent to the bottom of that copper. Okay, we've got that on there. Now we're going to grab the label and put it on. And I'm going to put it here centered above, just to near the top of that copper. I still want to see a lot of that copper paper. I really like this brushed metallic cardstock. It was nothing like I thought it was going to be. I like it even better than I thought it was going to be. I'm excited about it. Okay, now I'm going to bring this leaf in. I'm going to grab my dimensionals. And just so it doesn't wobble on me, I think 3 is probably enough. I'm going to put one here on the top center and then one on each of these bottom ones. And I think that's going to be plenty. Take your pick tool, put this at an angle and scoop up that paper. That way I don't have the little backings all over my house. Put that in my little dish. And then I'm going to put the ribbon on here, the leaf on here. I want to make sure that I'm not covering up my words and it's still within inside the card. That looks pretty good. So we've got that there, and I thought, okay, it needs more. So I'm grabbing the copper trim that's in that Gilded Autumn ribbon pack. I'm going to tie a bow. Every time I tie a bow, I'm thinking, oh boy, Christy, you're crazy to do this on a video. Now this trim is a little, stiff, which I like that. It makes it feel more like copper. And I think it's a lighter copper than what we had in that copper trim we had last year in the annual catalog. It's a lot lighter. At first I thought it might be more of our cinnamon cider, but it's definitely copper. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Just a nice little bow. Grab my scissors and cut it off. Trim that up so it's the same length. Grab a glue dot. I'm going to stick it on the back of my bow, like so. And then I'm going to stick that right here on the bottom of my leaf. That is it. That is my first Love of Leaves. Yeah, Love of Leaves card. I couldn't remember the name of the stamp set. But I'm going to have so much fun with this leaf. I'm just sure of it. And like I said, if you wanted to do this now without fall colors, you could definitely make that a green leaf and it would look great for a summer card. I hope you had as much fun making this card as I did. If you want to stamp with me again, please subscribe to my channel below. Make sure to click the bell icon after you hit the subscribe button and then select all. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a video. If you want to see more of my creations, you want to follow me on my blog, which the link is in the watermark up above in the left-hand corner. My Facebook page, Pinterest, and Instagram. And you can find links to all of those below in the video description. If you live in the United States and don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator of your own, I would love to be yours. And if you don't have these catalogs, we've got the annual catalog that started last month, and this is the one that I was featuring today that will start in August. If you don't have these, please click the contact me link below in the description, and I'll mail one out to you right away. And don't miss out on my $50 shopping spree on me too. You can find out more about that in the Doily Rewards link below in the video description. And like I said, don't forget to earn those bonus coupons. Make sure you click the online store button, link below in my video description by August 3rd to get those coupons and then redeem them in August for your new holiday catalog stuff. Well, it's time to go. Please help support my channel by giving me a thumbs up and commenting below. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.